Howdy YouTube, a really cool figure review today, and that's because we're taking a look at the Celtic Warrior, the former WWE Champion, an exclusive chase figure. We're looking at Sheamus. When you Google or YouTube or look in any sort of encyclopedia for the words and the definition of transitional champion, you get a picture of Sheamus's head, followed, I guess, by Triple H, because at the moment, when it comes to the WWE title picture, that's essentially what we've had. We had Roman Reigns, who I think is the long-term plan for the championship, but then we've had him lose to Sheamus, who 100% was the most transitional champion I think we've had in a long time, followed by Triple H, who I think most people anticipate is going to lose the title come WrestleMania, but that's neither here nor there. Certainly, I guess Sheamus was champion during, I think personally, the worst period of WWE programming in a long, long time. Definitely the viewership was down when he was champion. I don't think it's his fault, by the way. I'm not having a dig at Sheamus. I actually think he's an extremely talented wrestler, a fantastic character, and I know he gets the "you look stupid" chant, but I love this particular version of Sheamus. I was never a fan of good guy Sheamus. There's just something about it that, I don't know, you naturally want to hate him. And and I think as a result, he makes such a good heel. This particular figure is quite a rare figure, and that's because it is one of the Chase exclusive figures that comes, of course, with the WWE Championship. They did release it on a lot of other figures. Eric Rowan came with it. Finn Balor came with it. Even, I believe it was Paige, came with it, but the only one who actually was the WWE Champion at the time this figure came out was, of course, Sheamus. So very excited to get it opened up and out of packaging. As you can see there, nice shot of Sheamus. It's like a computer-type image that they've got of him, so it's an interesting choice that they went for that. As you can see, this guy's from SmackDown, a show where I think he would benefit a lot from being a dominant player on. But anyway, let's get this guy opened up. And taking a look at the back of the packaging, it's actually a really good lineup of figures. You've got John Cena, Triple H, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's a really cool looking figure. R-Truth, that's another really good one I want to try and pick up. Obviously, of course, Sheamus. You've got Sasha Banks. That's an incredible figure. Eva Marie, not bad. Honky Tonk Man, kind of cool. And the Iron Sheik. Now, when I picked up this Sheamus, the other the other Chase figure that they had for sale was the Iron Sheik, who came with the WWE Championship. And he actually looked really cool, even though he's a retro figure. He looks good with the modern championship belt. But unfortunately, I didn't pick that up just for cost reasons. This guy was quite expensive. I won't go into how much because it is slightly embarrassing. So let's get Sheamus opened up. Okay, here we've got Sheamus opened up out of packaging. Honestly, this is one of my favorite figures. Love this guy. Definitely, I guess it came out in 2015, but I'm going to count it as 2016. One of the best basic figures we've gotten in a long time. Mattel nailed this guy. First of all, I love the championship accessory. There's something about the color of that belt that just looks awesome. I will compare that in a little bit to some of the elite belts and things like that. But there you go. Check out that title. That is a nice looking belt. I love the color scheme and that they decided to go with the gold. They should do that in real life. I think it would make the belt look really awesome, to be honest. I also love that it's been pre-posed. You can obviously move it and everything like that, but I love it where it just sits on his shoulder. There's something really boss about a champion doing that, and it's nice to be able to do it with your WWE figures as well. As for Sheamus, I think they absolutely nailed his face scan. Definitely captured the likeness. You've got the really cool mohawk and everything there. I don't know. I mean, he's a great wrestler. He's very talented. He's a good talker. He's got everything you need to be a big guy. For some reason, he's never been able to, I think, fully get over. I think he works well as a bad guy and as the leader of a faction such as the League of Nations. It's unfortunate that everyone in the League of Nations is ridiculously talented, but they treat the faction like absolute garbage. Rusev, brilliant heel, amazing wrestler, treat him like garbage. Alberto Del Rio, amazing wrestler. If you want to see just how talented that guy is. Watch his appearances at Lucha Underground, the backstage interviews and the vignettes that they do there. And look at his matches that he had, the storylines he had. Brilliant talent. Sheamus, same deal. Great talker, brilliant talent. And they just waste a lot of it. And it's a real shame, and it's a real injustice. WWE have the best roster in the world. And they just completely misuse a lot of their talents. But anyway, that's enough of the rant. Hopefully you guys can see Sheamus's face scan. They did a brilliant job with that. Lots of nice detail. For a basic figure, this guy's got tons of detail. It's also interesting that it took around 12 months for them to actually bring out a Sheamus with his new updated attire. You can see, obviously, the Celtic symbols on the arms and things like that. I'm not sure what the circle is. It's also on his knee pads, obviously. On the back, you got the cross. He's got a great moveset too. I love that bro kick. Reminds me of like a Taekwondo push kick, essentially. A little bit like what A-Train or King Albert or Prince Albert used to do. Nice detail on the boots there. It is a solid figure. Like, honestly, if you find this guy, even if you're not a big Sheamus fan, he's really good to have in your collection. He's got a ball-jointed head, ball-jointed arms, swivel bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel wrist, swivel waist, swivel legs, bend at the knee, swivel in the boot, swivel in the ankle. So a ton of articulation, which is exactly what you want. Now, just for comparison, I've got the Elite Championship that came with the Brock Lesnar figure. Normally, the Mattel belts are just all plain gold. At least this basic belt has the same level of detail as the Elite belts, and I think that is brilliant and certainly a very cool feature. Honestly, if I had to pick one, I'm taking the Chase belt. I love the gold on it. There's something about that makes it look really cool. Overall, I love this figure. I think it is one of the best basic figures I've had in a long time. Certainly, it's my first Sheamus figure, and I'm glad I waited because this was definitely worth it. If you pick this guy up on his own, 100% definitely do it. If you see any figures out there that have the Chase belt, pick them up, even if it's just for the belt. The belt is an incredibly cool accessory. Here I've got Sheamus with the League of Nations. Hopefully they do something with them. It's a big shame. All three of these guys I'm massive fans of. I think they're extremely talented and could be just a great force at the moment. Rather than having Roman Reigns and the Vince McMahon show featuring Stephanie and guest appearing, Triple H, have the League of Nations be a faction, or Bullet Club be a faction, or do something else other than the crappy Authority, because I think it's turning a lot of people off. And anyway, that's my rant done for today. Seriously cool figure. Definitely well worth picking up if you can find it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review on the WWE Mattel Series 59 Chase figure, Sheamus.